Humm, baby.
Enjoy this great game.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. This is Eric, and today we're talking about MLB owners who have approved a plan to play baseball this year. That's a good sign, but still a long way to go because you got to get the MLBPA to also agree, and the players got to say, okay, I'm okay with this. Not just talking about money, although that's probably going to be the main thing, but also all the things that they're going to have to do to be able to play this season. Players are going to have to agree to it. And so it's still questionable whether we're going to have baseball, but they're shooting for opening day around July 1st, maybe July 4th. Trying to start spring training 2.0 around June 15th. Let's jump into this. Major League Baseball owners gave the go-ahead Monday to make a proposal to the Players Union that could lead to the coronavirus delayed season starting around 4th of July weekend in ballparks without fans, a plan that envisioned expanding the DH to the NL for 2020. And if you saw my video yesterday, you could probably tell that I wasn't too excited about the DH coming to the National League. I really don't like the way they're doing it because I don't see why that has anything to do with this situation. It feels like they're using this situation as an excuse to do what they already wanted to do. And it's like, okay, I mean, I already expect that the DH is eventually going to come to the National League, but this might even make it faster. I'm an NL guy, so grew up watching National League, watched National League 90% of the time. I watch baseball, obviously, as a Giants fan. I like the extra strategy that's involved by having that weak spot in the lineup, trying to figure out what you're going to do. You're going to do a double switch. You're going to pinch hit. The bench plays a much bigger role because they know that there's a good chance that they're going to get into the game because they might get to pinch hit or something like that, or a double switch. It just involves the bench more, it involves more players, and involves more strategy. It's just so I enjoy having that pitcher spot hit, and plus you get to see some pretty damn good hitting pitchers, even though, yeah, Madison Bumgarner has a career 187 batting average, but he still can hit you some bombs, and he's still fun to watch swing the bat. So, you know, all in all, I prefer no DH. Every position has to bat, but that's not the direction we're going, and clearly this season we might have a DH in the National League, and hopefully next year it reverts back to the way it used to be, but that's a big question mark. It's like they're using this whole situation as a way to experiment. Oh, let's expand the playoffs, which I'll get to in a minute. Why does expanding the playoffs, why is that necessary? Wouldn't you think you want to get the season over quicker so we get it in and get a World Series champion? Why expand the playoffs? Because you want to do that in the first place, so this is your chance to experiment with it, and maybe people don't ask questions. They're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Does it? Why? Why do you need to expand the playoffs? For more money, more games, more money? Well, play 162 games then. We'll keep playing through January, February. It. Better yet, if you can have an expanded playoffs, which means the season's going to go deeper, why not play the regular season? Why not play more than 81 games and then start the playoffs like normal? Why expanded playoffs? Why not get the season as long as you can and then have a normal playoff? I don't understand the expanded playoff thing, but maybe someone can explain it to me down below. Anyway, spring training would start early to mid-June, like I said, and each team would play about 82 regular season games. Like I said, you're expanding the playoffs. Why not play 90 or 100 games? But whatever. Against opponents in its own division, plus interleague matchups limited to their own geographical location. So, you know, the Giants would obviously get to play the A's. Giants would probably play the Angels, I'm guessing, when they're down in Los Angeles. Why not stop by Anaheim, play a few games there, things like that. But the Giants are not going to be playing the Yankees. Giants are not going to be playing the Braves. Giants are not going to be playing the Rays. That's not going to be happening. They probably won't even be playing like the Cubs and Cardinals, So you got to stick to your own division, and then American League teams within your own division, so to speak, your West, East, Central. So that's going to be kind of boring, but, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I'll take it. Let's play some baseball. I'll take it if the Giants had to play the A's for, 81 times. That would be insanely repetitive, but
let's do it.
Important to note, teams would prefer to play in their regular season parks, of course, but will switch to spring training stadiums or neutral sites if medical or government approvals can't be obtained for games at home, like Toronto might have to play their games in Florida, and the All-Star game likely will be called off. I talked about that in an earlier video. Highly doubt we're going to have the All-Star game, which is sad because I was looking forward to that in Los Angeles. Hopefully Los Angeles will get that All-Star game in like 2022 or 2023. But here's where it gets tough. Teams will propose that players receive the percentage of their 2020 salaries based on a 50-50 split of revenues MLB receives during the regular season and postseason. No chance They're not going for a revenue split. This ain't like, hey man, let's get into this together and we'll go 50-50. Excuse me, no, I got a contract. We already agreed to prorated salaries based on how many games we play. You have to pay us what y'all make, what y'all do, your revenue. That's nothing to do with us. If you make more money than you expect, we don't get more money. If you make less money than you expect, we don't get less money. That's not how this works, and that's what the players are going to say, guaranteed. But back to the article, that proposal would take into account fans being able to return to ballparks at some point, perhaps with a small percentage of seats sold at first and then gradually increasing. I don't know how you possibly could, predict that that's going to happen, because we don't know what's going to happen. There could be a second wave of this thing. Lots of things could happen. Maybe things will start getting back to normal, hopefully, and we'll get to go to some games. That'd be insane if, I personally get to actually go to a game this year. I'm like, that, not even thinking about that anymore. I'm just wanting to watch baseball on TV. So that would be nuts. I highly doubt that's going to happen, though, but maybe. Rosters would expand from 26 to 30. With minor leagues shuttered, there likely would be an addition of about 50 players per club, akin to NFL's practice squad. That'd be pretty interesting, I guess. We'll have to see how that works out. But yeah, that sounds logical. You definitely need to have a bunch of players ready to go. And what's to become of like cutting players, releasing players, things like that, underperformance? I don't know if they're going to say, are you allowed to just, what do you have to do? If you want them off your roster completely and you want to grab someone else, how's that all going to work? It's going to be pretty interesting to see. I'm just curious because, like, if you only have these 50 guys or whatever, if you want to cut somebody and sign another guy free agent, can you do that? I don't see why not. But then with testing and everything, because everyone's quarantined, being interesting, I don't know. I just want to see how all this is going to work out. But I really don't know if this is going to happen. We can't celebrate yet, because just because the owners agree to something doesn't mean the players are going to agree to it. And this could be a big issue, because it sounds like the owners are asking quite a bit, talking about split revenue and all this. This sounds like back in 1994, and you could see players weren't going for that plan back then. They went on strike. We didn't get a World Series. There's no reason to think that they are not going to be able to hold out this year when there's a crazy thing. They can use it as an excuse like, hey, safety thing. It's not about the money. It's about our families and safety. Whether it's about the money or not, they can say whatever they want. They can come out of state and make themselves look good, because at this period in time, there's a lot of Americans who don't want there to be baseball. Where in 94, everyone wanted there to be baseball. Whether you like baseball or not, you were like, come on, guys, play. Stop being selfish. Let's play. Nobody was thinking about any reason not to play baseball other than they were being greedy. But in this scenario, we got a whole different thing. We got a global pandemic. A lot of people think that we should just cancel everything and not even talk about playing. So there's going to be plenty of reasons the players can come out and say, well, you know what? I think it's best for the safety of the public and blah, blah, blah. Whatever they want to say, they can get out of this thing and not have to play this year if they're not happy with the owner's proposal as far as money goes. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm not too excited that there's going to be baseball. It's a good first step, but then again, it might not be a good first step if the players just laugh the owners out of the room when they see this proposal. So we'll have to wait and see. We might have some news later on tonight or tomorrow, and I'll be keeping an eye on this story, and we'll see how this meeting goes between the players and the owners. We all just want baseball. I'm sure the players want to play, but it's a crazy deal. Taking less money, far less money, to go play some weird form of baseball, possibly with no fans, away from your families, possibly quarantine. Even if I was a major leaguer, I might be like, let's just wait till next year, man. I can work out. I got my facilities here at home. I'm a multimillionaire. Let's just wait till next year. I can very much see that happening, and the players not going for this. So guys, let me know what you think down below. Have a fantastic day. I want you guys to hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, because there's going to be a lot of stuff coming out right here. Working on a lot of things. I got podcasts going on, and I have a website, HummBabyBaseball.com, slowly building there, and a lot of other stuff coming out here. Going big time right here, Humm Baby Baseball. Guys, be a part of it. Be one of the early supporters of Humm Baby Baseball. Have a great day, and I'm going to talk to you next time. See ya! When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. Every time the chips are down, it's bye-bye, baby. History's in the making.